Shalom. This is Brother Shemai Basar. I want to start giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, and Baba Kashah, to all you brothers out there. Hopefully they're elect, pushing this word with sincerity and truth. This is another episode of Performing Arts. And what you see here on the screen is Abomination. Okay? Now I know that this is nothing new to the men that's walking on the path of the straight gate. We've seen these works before, and it seems like man is waxing worse and worse. And this just keeps you to meditate on the scriptures, because the scriptures remind you of the things that you're supposed to be doing, the things that you should be pondering on. Okay? That's what the fringes is for. Okay? To remind you when you're going off. So now, what if we didn't have a mouthpiece from the Most High to remind us of we going off? See, some people say through their conscience, they know right from wrong. Okay? That was something when you talk to them, they would be like, I know that already. I don't need no book. This is especially to the non-believers. Okay? They would say to themselves, I don't need no book to tell me how to live my life. But not thinking deeply that the book is not really the book. It's the words that's in the book. And when you open up the book, those words are alive. Those words have breath in it. It has life in it, which is Yahweh Shah, which comes in the volume of the book. Okay? It is written of him in the volume of the book. Just like you have cars, you got a train. You need a training to work the train. You need a manual to even with a microwave, even though that's poison. But my point is, you need a manual to show you how to operate certain gadgets. Okay? All right? Why not man? Why not man? If all these different technologies and things like that, they need a blueprint or a manual to show you how to operate that. Why not man? And why not the scriptures that would apply to man? Okay? So this right here is the newest thing, and it lets you know that too, this society that we're living in, when you meditate on Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That look at the mind frame of how men think. My date with a sex robot. Okay? My date with a sex robot. You see the magazine that it's in on its cover. My date with a sex robot. Damn. See, this society we're living in is dealing with fantasy, playing around toys, illusions, okay? Taking away the order of the how can I say it? The order of the Most High, and putting a little own spin to it, or trying to put a spin to it. Let me read some of the article. Now, like I said, I know that this is nothing new to us. Especially the men that study that's in this word. This ain't nothing new to us. But I just wanted to show you, when you really meditate on it, how debased and disgusting this society has become, how low it has become. Okay? When you can have intimacy with a man, you can have intimacy with your woman. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. The woman has an intimacy with the man, which is the right way to do, and the man has the intimacy with the woman. Okay, which is a perfect fit. And this is how the devil pushes his agenda. Next thing you know, you could be laying with dogs. You could marry dogs. Okay. Next thing you know, they started with the gay agenda, people rights, their rights. Okay. Which to bring apart man and woman the way it was supposed to be. Now that they push that agenda, the next thing they do, they push a sex robot that you can literally have sex with this robot. This is disgusting. But let me read you something. It says, check this out. Listen, I'm not going to go too much on it. I'm driving down. This is on page 28 in this New York Times, which is the magazine that you see on the screen. I'm driving down the San Diego freeway, searching for my exit, feeling jumpy and a little bit lost. I'm hoping a few wrong turns early in my drive won't make me late. I still need time to stop off at a strip mall with a Starbucks and a big parking lot. Some place I could put on deodorant and maybe a little makeup after my cross-country flight. I prefer to think this is because I want to appear professional. I want to appear professional to the human man. I'm on my way to see Mac McGillen, the founder of Abyss. Check this out. Look at the name of it. Mac McGillen, the founder of Abyss Creations and its offshoot robotics company, Real Botics. But once I found a place to park and start brushing my hair, I realized that some deranged silver of myself feels as if I'm primping for romance. This is a complicated realization. You see this? Now look at this part. It says, Abyss Creations, the home of Real Doll and Real Botex, is nestled among the brown hills of San Diego County. At the end of the Industrial Parkway near Hampton Inn, it's a 2-story office building that could easily be a dentist or real estate office. Not a place where high-end sex dolls are designed and produced, but that's where the high-end sex dolls are produced. Sex dolls are designed and produced. Catherine, a 26-year-old woman with glasses and an acid yellow bob dyed to match her denim jacket, stands behind a desk decorated with a row of prototype monster dildos. Look at this. Like an actual monster dildos. Someone's fantasy of what Frankenstein monster genitalia look like. The answer, girthy. Catherine is the company's social media manager, publicist, and today tour guide. Welcome to Real Doll, she says with a yawn, gesturing to a glittery sign. Let's meet the girls. The girls she's referring to aren't robots. They're the life-size silicone Real Doll sex toys, the first made the company's reputation. Abyss sells, check this filthy shit out. The Abyss sells 30 of these a month. The difference between a Real Doll and a sex robot, branded a Real Doll X and a nod to the iPhone X, is the addition of a robotic head, which is controlled via Bluetooth through an Android app. Users who already own dolls can upgrade by ordering a head a la carte, while an ordinary Real Doll is stationary and mute. See this shit? The robotic heads have moving eyes, mouths, and faces that can speak various pitches and accents, Scottish and English. Remember names and preferences. Do you ask more about movies or books? And display personality traits. from intellectual and talkative to insecure and moody, that users select. See that? And this is the last part. Other companies are making sex robots like Roxy from The True Companion and the brutalized Samantha from Synthetia Amatus, but their offerings are less sophisticated. Mostly they moan and give pre-programmed X-rated commands when touched, like turn on Tickle Me Elmo's Handsome Robotics. That's it on that. The reason why this is so important, and you may say, well, why did you do a script on this? Because you have to understand negative, okay? And you have to understand that this is the last days that we're living in, and the men is waxing worse and worse, okay? And this is going to be another trendsetter, okay? And then you're going to see people talking about, you're going to be surprised. You're going to see people, well, we're not surprised because it's not no mystery to us, the ones who study this book. Okay, but you're going to see, you say, oh, man, what you doing tonight? You're going to hear brothers say, man, I'm out of here. I'm going home to my chick. I'm going home and get me some, you know how guys talk. You know, when we talk, when we, you know, talk a street to each other, they be like, yo, I'm about to go home and get me some poom poom. That poom poom, they're going to be talking about the sex dials. See, whatever Esau lays out, we follow. That's why it's so important that you need the light. Okay? That light is the book. Without the light, this will flourish on the earth. Just like transgender, just like gay, just like the gay agenda, the LB community. All of this flourishes. And then before you know it, the whole society is doing it. Before you know it, they take out the Bible. Because this Bible reminds a man and a woman and gives them discipline and order, the things, what they're supposed to be doing. And it brings a collects to their conscience, to the scriptures, which would be a manual how a man should live his life. And how should a man live his life? According to the scriptures. Galatians 4:3. Is what I'm talking about. And it starts at something small, and when Esau lays it out, he makes it look good, and you fools follow it. You know? That's the first thing you do, you follow it. And you're not supposed to be following this damn fool. You know, what kind of person is this that think about a sex dial? Okay, see, everything is an illusion here. Galatians 4:3. Even so we, when we were children, we were in bondage under the elements of the world. Okay, what the elements? Read it again. Even so we, when we were children, we were in bondage under the elements of the world. The elements of this world they're talking about the rudiments of the world. Okay? The vain deceit, the vain philosophy, the vain things that the world look at. We don't think of the things of the world. We think of the things of spiritual of the Most High. Well, at least we're supposed to. But even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. Okay? And read the rest. It says, but when the fullness of the time was come, the Most High sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that